done.
Be on your best behavior.
I can see Sam. Sam, it's lovely to see all of you, and I appreciate people trying to make this work, and I hope you all stay healthy.
I would say that I would try to keep myself sane, but I think I lost that battle a long time ago. And it's fun to see everybody, and I see people here that I've had interesting conversations with across large stretches of grass in the backyard. It's a little harder when there's a chipper.
A lot harder.
Hey, there's Leo.
Sort of background drone there. But it's fun to see everybody. It's fun to see everybody without me having had to plan it.
But Sam, you've done such a good job planning everything. We really appreciate it.
Yes,
I've managed to shove a lot of the planning
Wonderful.
actually off onto Julie.
Thank you both.
Yes.
And Leo is the better editor.
And Leo.
Leo, do you have any idea how much we appreciate you?
Are we talking about Sam?
Leo.
Leo.
No, I'm
Leo,
talking about
yes.
Leo.
Let's hear it from Leo.
Yay!
It's held us together.
Now he leaves, yeah.
I left.
No, he leaves. I think he and Ruth are going out for a walk.
Yeah.
They're gonna collect. I think among other things, they're collecting cloth that's at my parents' place where they are not right now, to sew into masks. She must be up past 100 by now.
Whoa.
She doesn't think she's reached 100, but and she found something that fit the shape of my head, which takes work. So.
Well, I have a cute kitty cat story.
Yeah.
Just to put a positive. Some of you have, of course, many of you have been over at our house, but even if you were here, you may not have met our kitties because they're very leery of strangers. But if you did meet them, we have one's a black cat, the other is an adorable little gray and white kitty. And neither of them have ever gotten onto our laps. And this week, for the first time ever, we've had these cats for about 13 years.
Gosh.
The little gray and white one yesterday climbed onto our laps for the first time.
Aw, that's great.
Wondered why.
Yeah, we've been gradually, slowly getting her more comfortable. So early in the week, she let me pick her up while I was sitting. She let me pick her up without struggling at all and put her onto my lap. And then yesterday, she got onto Dennis's lap.
Wow.
So
because you're at home all the time.
So she was about 3. We got her from the Humane Society. She was that we were told she was a 3-year-old cat. And she, for some reason, they said we've had her for 6 months and nobody has wanted to adopt her, which is really unusual because she's very cute. And apparently we were like the first people practically that she reached out through the front of the cage and actually patted Dennis on his face when he leaned down. And then we took her out and she actually relaxed and laid down on the floor. And they were astounded. They said, she's never done that. And so we actually then adopted her, even though we were looking for a kitten, but she was just so cute. But still, she wouldn't let us pick her up. And she wouldn't, as I said, for 13 years, get on our laps. And this week, but we were gradually over the last year, I was very systematically trying to get her a little more, less anxious and a little bit more comfortable with things. And this week, it happened.
One of our cats we got because she was in the cage at the Humane Society and she reached out and grabbed my hair and basically wouldn't let go. And we took her out and then she just buried herself in my hair.
Aww.
She loves being held. She also likes to complain. It's her entertainment.
And she doesn't clean herself very
Effectively.
effectively, so every once in a while she gets a bath. And she's very long-haired, and yesterday, or the day before, I guess it was the day before, they gave her a bath, and I didn't know, and I just saw out of the corner of my eye this strange, spiky little animal. Small little thing, you know, because the hair gets all matted. This wet cat.
She can't clean herself, in part because she has like a mane, and so when she tries to clean her chest, she's
All under here.
so like there's this hair that's around her neck, and that's very clean.
But she can't reach anything else.
Yes.
What can you say?
Ruth handed me an unrelated sight gag. I promise that this is exactly how the package came from the store, and it probably was sent to the store.
Natural sliced. Oh, the cashews.
Almonds.
They're the kind of almonds that are sort of half moon shaped and it tastes like cashews.
Sliced.
It's one of those things that says processed on equipment that also processes. It lists eggs and milk, so fortunately it's not a bag of milk.
We have another cat who likes watching TV. Like on the computer, he goes up and insists that it's his turn for the computer.
Get
Yeah,
a little closer to the mic.
We have another cat who likes watching TV, and he'll go up to the computer and insist that it's his turn.
Because Ruth or I or one of us showed him mouse TV for your cat. And now he thinks that the mice, he gets there and he tries to get under the phone because he's figured out that the mice live behind the phone.
Of course.
Bounces over and over. The other cats, I think, have figured out. Maybe he has bad depth perception or something. He hasn't figured out that they're not real.
There is something called mouse TV.
I don't know if that's exactly its name, but if you go on YouTube, you can find hours and hours of mice for your cat.
Oh,
Oh my gosh.
That's funny.
really?
Right.
Yeah.
But now he'll go up and just ask for it when mommy's working or something. He'll go paw at the screen.
Cats are cool.
Well, I heard a scream from the other room and said, "Sylvia, come here." I go to Dottie's room and there's a huge bird on the floor. And one of our cats, the one named Folly, I'm sure, brought a dead bird in. It was big. I've seen him eat smaller birds and he'll eat the whole thing. This thing was basically untouched, but dead.
Gift.
Yeah.
Yes, he was so proud, yeah.
But he had apparently dragged it all the way through the house into my bedroom. Oh my God.
Just for you.
Yeah.
He likes you.
Cat who will catch chipmunks and such, but she doesn't kill them. She just carries them around because she doesn't know what to do with them. So she just has the living chipmunk in her mouth.
The poor thing. We have the two newer ones we don't let go outside and they don't really want to, but the older ones were indoor, outdoor kind of from the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess they all got that from one of the cats was an adopted stray, you know, who'd been living outside and
Thankful
just
one
wouldn't put up with
wanted to go
living
outside,
inside.
too.
Yeah, I suppose. She was raised by a stray cat.
Yeah, but she was a barn cat.
Right, that's true.
Santa was always a much more human cat than Thankful ever became.
It's funny how different they get from each other.
So should I stop recording now?
Anybody, should we have a big hello wave or a goodbye wave or something, and then Frank can stop recording?
That'd be great.
Ciao.
Bye. Bye. Have a wonderful day.
Bye-bye.
Thanks. Good to see all you.